¿Vamos con esto o con ambos? ¿Vamos con uno o con dos?
It was decided we'd leave Tobias's boat and all go out in our dinghy.
We are here with our new friend Tobias. He lives here on the island that we are anchored off of. And he is a master at catching octopus and lobster, fish, and then sells them to, I guess, the boats around.
And substance, eat them.
Yeah, exactly.
Quando il pescato che usted prende, ¿te lo comen o lo vende?
No, una vez comemos, después para vender.
Va ambos, per comer
sí,
e per vender,
sí.
sí. Y después tiene aquí las frutas de la isla que tú me mostraste para comer. El coco, ¿qué come mucho?
Arroz con coco.
Coco.
Sí.
El arroz lo debe comprar, lo necesita comprarlo pero.
Sí, arroz
compra,
coco.
o aceite lo compra.
Sí, aceite.
Ah, qué bueno, sí. No tiene cebolla aquí.
No hay cebolla, compramos allá.
Muy interesante. Entonces, ¿tiene pollo sulla isla?
No hay pollo.
No hay pollo.
Nada más pollo desde el mar.
Pollo
Sí.
del mar.
Sí,
¿Y
sí.
qué otro comida que hace aquí? El pescado, mucho pescado.
Pescado, nada más pescado y langosta y
Todo lo que vemos hoy.
sí, crab, nada más eso. Sí.
And does he go every day? Or like,
¿Va a pescar cada día o solo?
No, acá no.
No.
A ver.
muy bien. We headed out with Tobias so he could show us how he catches lobster and octopus.
¿Cuánto va? Hasta Cuba.
¿Hasta Cuba?
No.
No, allá.
Tobias was referring to this large black tube carrying we're not sure what from it's uncertain where. We could make something up, but it's more fun to have you wonder along with us.
Looks similar to ours. Nice. Look. Yeah.
¿Cómo así?
Es lo mismo,
Pero.
That's cool. Nice.
americano.
Sí.
Americano.
That's nice. Look at that. Clever. Ah, okay.
Oh, yeah, sì, così it's so shell, like I told you, remember?
Oh yeah.
Mix of crabs.
Oh yeah.
If you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up, leave us a comment down below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out and lets us know you're there watching. It was great to see such healthy coral, truly one of those magical moments when you're in awe of your surroundings. Happy with our haul, we went for a spin to see the swimming pool, an Anchorage we had been told was a must. This boat has apparently been anchored here for 7 years. We then dropped Tobias off at his island.
Ti mostro che aquí tenemos la direzione. Sì, tengo la direzione de dove vino.
La profundidad.
También la profundidad aquí 17 pies. Como 6 metros.
As we left the lagoon, I kept an eye out front for reef and shallow spots. Where you see the birds on a sandbar used to be an island with at least 30 cocoa palms. Tobias told us over time the water level rose and eventually flooded the island completely. A huge thank you to our patrons. We are so grateful for your support. If you'd like additional content and real-time updates, consider joining the Harbors Unknown community on Patreon.
Today we're sailing from Los Bajos Lagoon in the Central Hollandaise to Nargana, and we have our friend Tobias with us. He was going in his canoe with his cousins, but we invited him to come along for the ride with us, and we've got a great day for sailing. We have about 10 knots of wind. We're going 5.5, 6 knots. So it's about 12 miles to get there, so it'll probably just take us a couple hours. And it's a beautiful day.
And the San Blas, the islands are quite close together, so most of the time you have to keep a lookout for barrier reefs when approaching islands. The waves are forming here because of reef. Before we knew it, we were approaching Nargana, so we furled the screecher and doused the main.
It says not to go on the route that we have.
Okay. Okay.
Bien. Se puede poner la ancora allá, saludar. Dice que te puede por
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that was what we were talking about yesterday, whether we come in this way
Yeah.
or you come in this way. So this way would be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's airport. Yeah, I mean, it's impossible.
Sì,
Ma allá hasta abajo.
sí, puede entrar.
Sí, yo.
Hay muchos hospederos aquí, siempre cogió turistas aquí, con avión.
This was the first proper Guna village we were approaching, and it was fascinating to see it in real life.
Vamos atrás, porque hay tubería.
Allá.
Sí, enfrente.
Nargana is a small island off the mainland, and there are a number of rivers that empty into the bay here, causing the water to be quite murky.
I don't think we're set.
No, we're not. Okay, try again.
Back.
No.
No.
Due to the constant river discharge, the bottom was very silty and would not hold the anchor.
Go back. Allá tiene marina, río, aquí. What's it?
So our anchor wouldn't hold in the mud by Nargana, so we're heading out to a nearby island and going to try and anchor there. Fingers crossed.
Keep your finger crossed. Oh yeah, 1800.
It was a relief to be anchored after a number of unsuccessful attempts. We jumped in the dinghy to bring Tobias to shore and pick up some fresh produce.
Nice to meet you aquí.
Sí.
Tobias took us to a store his cousin works at. For produce, the shop had the standard fare for this area.
This is a barrel fish.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. Oh, there you are.
Vamos. Vamos
Al barco. All right. Wow.
Easy.
Yes.
I think it was worth the experience, right?
Totally. Yeah. Well, plus he's eagle eyes, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
very helpful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
After a long day, we were happy to be back at the boat.
All right, this is the octopus that Tobias caught when we went out with him, and a smaller one. This is a little guy. But this bigger guy, we're going to cook in a sous vide. It takes about 4 hours at 180 degrees. And it'll be interesting to see how much of our batteries we use for that. We use the silicone bag, so it's reusable. We put the octopus inside. Boom. I'm gonna add some olive oil. And I'm going to put some pepper. This is, people do it whatever they want, really. Put nothing. I don't put any salt because this bad boy is salty to begin with. All right, we're gonna weigh it down a little bit. I use a little piece of metal. Then the sous vide here, and then a lid. Okay, so 180 degrees for 4 hours. We set the timer on the app. It's super easy. On this, this is the Joule sous vide. There's other models that work just as well, if not better. Important to have egg cartons to separate. The sous vide gets really hot, so these are like a good insulator. No eggs inside. So you can see that we start with 96% of batteries. The Joule is heating up and is using 105 amp hours. So we'll see how much we drain our batteries to cook this octopus.
Stay tuned until next week to see how much of our battery was used.
This is a small guy, small little octopus. In Naples we call it a pulpettiello. As usual, aglio in camicia with this peel. Oil. This parsley, previously frozen. You really don't find parsley here that much, so I'm glad that we have pepper. Little hot pepper flakes. While that cooks, we're going to make little pieces out of this polpetto. Super tender. See, this leg here had been eaten by something, some fish, and it's growing back. It was growing back. Okay, here it goes. So now we can add the octopus in there. We're gonna add a little bit of tomato sauce. Let it cook. Here's our sauce forming. Very nice. Smells delicious. This salt. Okay, so we're gonna cook everything in one pot. We have octopus. I'm gonna add some beans, which I previously cooked in the Instapot. I'm going to add 4 cups of juice.
Which came from the beans, right?
It came from the beans. And I'm gonna add the pasta. Stir this up. We're gonna cover this up and cook it for 12 minutes and then I'll taste it. Some traditionalists of Italian cooking are probably gonna go and roll over in their graves when they see me doing that. But on the boat, where energy resources are limited, I think it's a good option.
Do you mean the one pot pasta?
The one pot pasta, yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, after nearly 15 minutes, the pasta is ready. It's al dente, nicely cooked. It's got octopus and beans. And after 15 minutes, there it is, completely cooked, and there all the water is gone, and it's delicious. Yeah. Wow, Kristen, I'm so tired. The stress of anchoring was unbelievable today.
I know. Yeah, it wasn't easy.
It's not easy at all. All right, well, wine, and it's been a long time.
I know. Cheers.
Cheers.
Delicious.
You like it? Mm-hmm. And the octopus is cooked perfectly.
You can really taste like that salty, briny flavor of the sea.
Right.
Delicious. And I actually like the beans in the pasta. Like,
Yeah.
I think I've only had beans and pasta a couple of times, and I'm always surprised
A while ago, huh? Yeah, beans and octopus also is a classic.
Join us next time as we make an unexpected decision. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.